talking out of my ass. Number 27. And this, my 27th talking from my rusty, crusty, bleached, blackened, rotted, cracked, skin tag ridden asshole. Pull up the notes. What the fuck do I got here? Oh, I don't know. I've been listening to the past couple talking out of my asses, and they've been seeming they've been kind of like boring and shit. And that's fucking weird. Somebody's trying to connect to my Bluetooth and shit. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, so what was I on? Yeah, so I don't know. I'm kind of like down whether I should be doing these podcasts anymore. Because they're coming off so like boring and just like passive, and they're just so fucking weak. I sound weak, you know? I sound tired. It's not like I'm about to like, keel over any fucking second. Maybe I don't like, listen to that. Maybe I don't like listening to my own fucking weakness and shit. That's why I'm not doing them so often. I mean, I still got the fucking ideas in my head. The only reason I'm doing it today is because, fuck, man, it's like I need it. It's like I'm drilling a hole in my fucking brain and just letting everything just fucking pour out and shit, right? It's like me taking a shit with my fucking brain. Feel better afterwards after I do this. I can see why psychotherapists make so much fucking money, because this really does help with my fucking head, as far as the thoughts and shit. I always have fucking thoughts. Like I said, I go into full like dialogues with myself and shit. Whatever. Yeah, so here I am talking out of my ass again for the 27th time on YouTube, at least on record. It's like those crimes that go fucking unreported and shit, right? Yeah, one crime, gets reported, and there's like, whatever, 200 more crimes that don't get reported for every one crime that gets reported. That's how this podcast works. I have about 50,000 fucking thoughts going through my fucking head, and this is just like the tip of the fucking iceberg right now. And the thoughts ain't even that great, honestly. Well, let's get into it. One of these stupid fucking topics. I'm really not thinking about anything. And if any, I'm not thinking of anything of worth, Listen to these fucking notes. Napkins, nutsack dust. First of all, nutsack dust. Where did I come up with this shit? It just reminded me. I pulled these napkins out of this fucking like a fast food restaurant, one of them dispensers, one of them big ones that like you see it. They're like, about 2 feet long, and they're like stuck up in the air and shit. Anyways, I was pulling those fucking napkins out, and every time I pull a napkin, I was like, this fucking dust coming flying off the fucking napkin and shit, right? Reminding me when I'm scratching my fucking inner thigh, my fucking balls, You get that nutsack dust, Start scratching your fucking balls. You see about all that dead skin cells and shit, flaking off and shit like it's snowing and shit off your fucking balls. Yeah, I saw that nutsack dust coming out of the fucking napkins and shit, right? As I was pulling the napkins out, one by one. Just like clouds of nutsack dust just flying every fucking where and shit. Which makes me think, what are these fucking people doing with the fucking napkins before they put in the dispenser? Are they scratching their fucking balls on the fucking on the napkins and shit? So they get nutsack dust all over it? So you're sitting there wiping your fucking mouth, and you're tasting their fucking dead skin cells from their fucking scrotum and shit? Or whatever their cunt lips? It's like fucking, pelvic dust and shit. Like genitalia dust and shit. Whatever. Could be male or female. Could be cunt lips or fucking ball sack and whatever. Penile shafts and shit. The nutsack dust. Dead skin cells and shit flaking away on the fucking napkins and shit. And you go to wipe it and you get a mouthful of nutsack dust right in your fucking mouth. Nutsack dust. Shit. What the fuck? Wow. See, these fucking topics are so fucking boring. I don't even. It's like this whole fucking. Oh, this fucking podcast, man. Just the fucking. It's not the stress of it. It's just like the hatred of me sounding boring. You know. I hate that shit. I mean, this podcast is the most, non-fluid fucking thing I've ever done in my fucking life. I listen to it. Sometimes I go on a couple rants, for a good 2 or 3 minutes. And then there's just dead space, dead air and shit, right? And it's like, it's just fucking, it's like, why would anybody listen to this shit, It's like, it gets fucking downright boring. Like fucking, like I feel like shooting myself. I feel like taking a gun and just shooting my fucking self. So I won't fucking make these fucking boring ass podcasts any fucking more, Jesus Christ. These fucking notes, I don't even feel like getting into them. They're fucking so stupid. Sine wave digital music versus analog music. Oh, here goes an old guy fucking pontificating about the good old days. Before we had the internet, we actually had to fucking threaten somebody to their fucking face and shit. Aren't you sick of hearing that bullshit from the old guys? Whoever's listening to this, young people listening to this. Back in the old days, we didn't have a fucking cable TV. We had like 5 channels, and we got by fine with that. Here goes my old guy rant. And you know what? I sound like such a fucking dipshit old guy. I keep trying to convince myself that I'm not old. But I'm like 40 fucking 3. That's fucking old, man. It's practically washed up, practically. Right? Oh yeah, so I hate digital music. You ever take an oscilloscope and measure out a digital signal? It's a square wave. It goes horizontal, then vertical, then horizontal. Or no, it goes horizontal, vertically up, horizontal, vertically down, horizontal. It's what they call a square wave, because it resembles squares, except for there's that one missing segment on the bottom. Yeah, that's a digital signal. 1s and 0s, on, off, on, off. That's what that fucking music is. It's soulless, It's robot-like. 1s and 0s. That's for fucking computers to understand. You know what? That's computer language. That's computer fucking music. I hate that shit. And I'm not talking about electric. You can still get an analog sound of an electric guitar. What does an analog wave look on an oscilloscope? It's fucking like a big wave. It's a gently sloping up, and then it goes up to a crest, and it's fucking gently slopes down. It's called a sine wave or whatever it is. And it looks better. It looks better than a fucking square wave, than a digital fucking signal. It's all fucking like slopey and curvy, kind of like a woman's ass or whatever. Big titty, It looks better. It sounds better. Analog music. That's what analog music. No digital. No computers involved. No fucking no square waves. If you put a fucking, Hendrix playing guitar up to a fucking oscilloscope, if they were to like showing a wave of his fucking guitar licks and shit, it'd be like sine waves and shit. Everything is drawn out. The notes are fucking drawn out and shit. They don't just fucking, go up, then go across, then go down, There isn't some sharp drop-off of the fucking notes. That's soulless shit. That soulless digital fucking music. It's a gently sloping up and a gently sloping down sound. Nothing drops off, abruptly, You don't get that fucking abruptness, that fucking staccato that you get in digital music. I hate that shit. Yeah, so that's my old guy rant. That's me turning old guy rant. Yeah. Pretty soon I'll be fucking, I'll close my, I'll get that fucking old guy mouth, where they close their fucking mouth and their fucking chin goes all the way up into their fucking nose and shit. I'm getting that, and it's gradually getting worse and worse. The old guy look, the old guy bite down and shit, right? So there. My prejudice against fucking digital music. I hate the shit. My fucking generation's the one that fucking brought it in. But you know what? They were sampling. They were sampling fucking analog music and putting in fucking like rap songs and shit. And then they rap over it and shit. That's why that shit sounded so fucking good. The rap back in the day. See, there I go. Back in the day. What a fucking... Oh, I just want to slap myself in the fucking face for saying that shit. But back in the day, the fucking rappers would like sample the fucking music. Copyright infringement and shit, right? For like all these soul albums and shit, right? They take these fucking these hooks, these famous hooks off of these legendary fucking songs from like Hall of Fame music artists and shit, right? Can't Touch This by MC Hammer. That's a fucking Rick James. That was a Rick James riff. Dun, 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 dun. She's a super freak. Super freak? Yeah, she's super freaky. And what does fucking MC Hammer do? He fucking can't touch this. Dun, 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 dun. That's all rap used to be. Now, since they got fucking their asses sued off for stealing fucking music and shit, now they gotta create their own shit. And they gotta make up this, like, digital fucking music. Which I hate. I hate computer-generated fucking music. Fucking hate it. Everybody loves it. It sounds soulless to me. There's that drop-off of the fucking note. That staccato. That abrupt ending to the fucking note. There's no soul in that. It's pure machine. When I can wrap myself in a fucking song, just be like, man, this is the best fucking song I ever had. I don't know, some feeling comes over me. I don't get that with digital music. I only get that with, like, somebody singing. No fucking auto-tune either. I hate that fucking shit. Hate the fucking... Oh, God, I hate the fucking auto-tune voice, man. Fuck all these rappers with their fucking auto-tune bullshit. Oh, I just want to slap the shit out of them, man. Fucking auto-tune. I don't even give a fuck. You don't even have to sound good. I just want to hear your fucking natural voice. No fucking auto-tune behind it or shit. Alright? Fuck, any auto-tune song I've ever heard of sounds like shit. It sucks dick. Wish that fucking trend would fucking die. Wish that trend would go the way of the dodo bird and shit. Just fucking go extinct and shit. These fucking notes are ridiculous, man. Just shows you how much I'm what am I doing? What was that? I'm really reaching for fucking topics. I don't know. The thing is, I've been thinking about ideas all fucking week, but I just get so sick of writing them down, my ideas, for use as a fucking topic later to riff on in a podcast. So here I was at the Kentucky Fried Chicken eating a meal, right? And I just fucking, all of a sudden I got this explosion of fucking random thoughts. Just over and over and over. Random thought after random thought. I was like, man, you know what? I gotta do a podcast, man. My fucking head's gonna explode. I need some therapy, some podcast therapy and shit. Gotta let my fucking head fucking take a diarrhea shit right now. Or I'm gonna go fucking stir crazy and shit. So here I am. I just wrote these fucking notes down within the past 5 minutes. Like half of them. The notes. Bitter cunt. Female castration. Napkins, nutsack dust. Toilet paper pyramid. The pointlessness of art. Yeah. And spin selling and male infighting. So, I don't know. Those are my topics. I don't even... I'm so uninterested in these fucking topics. They're just fucking... It's like the whole fucking podcast. It just sounded so fucking boring and uninteresting to me. But, you know... I don't know. I guess I'll talk about one of them. Two of them. I don't know. The pointlessness of art. Oh, Jesus Christ. What kind of pretentious bullshit am I going to say about this shit? Oh, God, I feel like getting bitch slapped. I wish I'd get bitch slapped right now for talking about this shit. I hate myself so much for talking about this shit. The pointlessness of art. Oh, God, what a fucking pretentious fucking cunt I am. Oh, my God. You know-it-all piece of shit. Fuck you. The pointlessness of art. Sounds like a fucking New York Times magazine fucking article or some shit. And some bitch with like fucking long, like white hair parted down the middle and some big ass like fashionable horn rimmed sunglasses or horn rimmed prescription glasses, like fucking writing this fucking story. The pointlessness of art. Oh fuck, man. Here it goes. I guess I got the balls now. Oh shit, the pointlessness of art. Okay, all right, I'm gonna go for it. Psych myself up. Okay, so I read this book, right? And I can't remember the name of it. It was talking about how we need pointlessness in our lives. How we need like tradition in our lives, right? Case in point, Christmas. Case in point, Easter. You don't get shit on Easter. Maybe some Easter eggs. I don't know. What can I think of? There isn't any really traditions around in America where you're not getting something for it. It's like, it's like the pointlessness of it. I'm looking for something pointless. So even Thanksgiving, you're getting like a free meal, if you're not cooking it. I can't think of any American tradition that fucking doesn't involve getting something. Okay, here's one. Cinco de Mayo. What does some fucking pasty white dude, some pasty white Caucasian, have any business celebrating the fucking Cinco de Mayo for, right? And you would ask him what the fucking Cinco de Mayo is, and he'd be like, I don't fucking know. It's just, everybody drinks on this fucking day, It's fucking pointless, right? There, that's the best fucking example I can think of. Right? So you see the white dudes going down the fucking street with sombreros on Cinco de Mayo, eating, drinking like Cuervos with like limes in them and shit, right? It's completely fucking pointless, man. They had nothing to do with the Mexican independence and nothing to do with none of that shit, right? I don't even know what Cinco de Mayo is, man, right? It's just completely fucking pointless. Why do they do that shit, right? Why do they do that? Because you need that. You need that fucking tradition that's completely pointless. You need that sense of fucking of rationale, of tradition. There's no rationale to it. There's no fucking logic to it. Why are fucking white people celebrating Cinco de Mayo? It's like fucking no reason, right? Yet they do it. Some parts. Some parts they don't, some parts they do. Or we do, I should say. Because I'm white. So some parts we do and some parts we don't. It's completely fucking pointless. Well, you need that tradition, that fucking pointlessness. In a fucking like ordered, fucking detail-oriented fucking world that's trying to fucking scare you all the time and trying to fucking bust your balls and shit. You know? You need that tradition that has no reason for it. You know? You need that day where you're just fucking doing something for no fucking absolute obligation to anything. There's no fucking reason to be doing Cinco de Mayo if you're white. So, yeah, you need that the pointlessness of it. Just like art. Art is fucking pointless. Right? You can fucking paint a painting. And what does anybody get out of it? You know, they look at the pretty lines, the pretty colors, and all that shit. And they go on and look at the next painting, right? It's fucking pointless. But still, your brain craves that pointlessness, that fucking irrational fucking tradition. That goes completely against any kind of semblance of fucking logic or purpose. I don't know. I guess I wrung that towel dry. Didn't I? Squeezed all the fucking moisture out of that fucking one. All the water out of that fucking topic. You get it, right? Whatever. God, I can't even do this fucking podcast without gapping, you know? It's like fucking, this podcast is just, it's not driving me nuts. It's just fucking, I don't know what it is. I don't know. I feel better after I do it. Just, I don't know what it is about me talking and shit. You know, I'm just tired. How to sell. Well, I know the name of this book, Spin Selling. Yeah, I read that book and it got me into sales. You should read it too if you like sales. You know, even if you like, I don't know, conning people. What is the motivation for most people to fucking change whatever situation they're in? Fear, mostly. Fear that if they don't do something right now, if they have inaction, eventually that inaction is going to cost them much more money had they done inaction. You know. Had they spent that fucking, extra fucking $250 to buy the metal toilet handle to flush the toilet, or had they spent an extra $20 to buy the metal one instead of the plastic one? That's not a good example. Home improvement people, doctors do it a lot too. Right? That fear, they try to put that fear in you, try to get you to change your situation. They say you're sick and shit, right? Try to get you to spend some money, right? That's a con job. You know, doctors will do that shit. They'll try to con you out of your fucking money. Hey, you're gonna die in 6 months unless you pay me whatever, $250,000 to fix you up, and you'll live. There you go. It's a con. They're conning you. See, they put it in your head that you got a problem, and the only way you can solve it is if you spend the fucking money to fix it. Pay them the money to fix it, right? It's a con, right? That's all fucking mostly the big ticket items. Those big ticket items like a house or major home improvement or fucking maybe a car. You buy those fucking things for a solution, or unless you're fucking. Even then, if you buy a Lamborghini, say if you're a fucking rich guy, right? That's kind of pointless though, right? Why would you buy a Lamborghini? Well, anyways, you buy products to solve a problem, right? You fix that house because, you don't want your fucking rest of your house getting fucking fucked up. So you patch that roof, or maybe you put on a new roof so the rest of your fucking house underneath the fucking roof doesn't get fucking water damage and shit, right? Yeah, some roof guy will sit there and fucking try to con you into that. You know what? That little hole next to the fucking roof vent. There's no leakage in there. Now you gotta replace the whole fucking roof, or the whole fucking roof will cave in. Your fucking rest of your house will go mildew. We'll start mildewing and shit, right? Yeah, see how I put that problem in your fucking head? I raise that awareness. And I'm presenting, well, the new roof is a solution. Spin selling. It mostly fucking involves taking something or taking somebody's situation, something they've been not ready to change, but they've always wanted to change it. They just never felt much motivation to change it. Taking that situation, amplifying it, and then presenting your product as a solution. When I used to be a fucking telemarketer trying to get people to fucking buy new windows and shit, right? Whether I set up the appointment for the salesman, my spiel would be like, first I'd ask him questions. I'd ask him. At first, I just come off like I'm just some fucking research surveyor, right? I'd say, what did I say? I'd say I was conducting a survey of your area. Are you the homeowner? And then they'd say, yeah. And I say, well, what kind of windows you got? You got wood, or you got plastic, or you got a fucking thermal pane? If they say wood, then I go to my flow chart. My, well, what problems are involved with wood? They're fucking drafty. They're fucking, sometimes they get stuck. They're not very, they allow a lot of heat escape to go through them and shit. Right? So they have those fucking wood windows, right? I try to beef up their fucking problem. Be like, well, I'd say well, how much is your fucking heating bill every fucking month with those wood windows, right? I put the problem in their fucking head, trying to make it seem try to tap into their fucking greed, make them think that if they put those thermal pane windows, it would fucking cut their fucking heating bill down to 10%, cut it from fucking $200 to $20 or some shit. But if you look at a house, most of the heat is coming through the fucking walls. If you went in with a fucking a fucking heat sensor gun, one of them thermal imaging fucking guns, you'd see most of the fucking cold, the blue, on the fucking walls. Because all that fucking heat's being transferred out of the fucking walls. They probably need new insulation and shit. Most of the time, it isn't the fucking windows. But you wouldn't say that, because how are you going to sell insulation to somebody over the fucking phone, right? No, so you try to get on fucking windows and shit, right? You'd say, well, eventually after they said, oh yeah, you know what, these fucking windows, there's fucking the heat just blasts right through them like there's fucking nothing there. Cost me a fortune to heat this fucking house because of these fucking windows. Well, then you'd say, well, you know what? I don't know if you know about us or not, but we sell thermal pane energy efficient windows. Argon insulated and shit, right? Cut your fucking heating bills in fucking half, they would, Now I got a guy in your area, he's a representative of my company. I want to send him out there so he can talk about your situation with you, I used to do that for a fucking living and shit, right? fucking thermal pane windows ain't no fucking cheap item either. They're like, I don't know, $500 installed each window. You get a house full of those fucking things, you end up spending like 15 grand or some shit, right? So there, that's spin selling. That's spin. It's a fucking. It's an acronym. Situation, problem. I forgot what the I stands for, and I guess N means need. I don't know. I don't even fucking know what that acronym stands for, anyways. But yeah, a guy, a doctor, he did a fucking a study on why people buy. And this is what he came up with. Or was he a scientist, behavioral scientist or some shit? Anyway, you should read that book, Spin Selling, if you're trying to sell high-ticket items. Basically goes into why should you fucking point out the fucking benefits of your fucking product to somebody who really doesn't give a fuck about the benefits of your product. If they're buying a product for benefit A and you're trying to sell them on benefit B, you're fucking up, man. You should be trying to sell them on benefit A. But how do you figure out what their fucking, whatever fucking intrinsic value they attach to your fucking product? How do you figure that out? You fucking answer questions. You ask them questions and shit, right? Then you present your product as a solution. You figure out why they're interested, or what their current situation is, why their current situation, is bad, and how you can make that fucking situation they're in, and they're in even worse, so you can position your product as a solution to their problem, the problem that you fucking originally created in their fucking head. And a lot of times the problem revolves around greed and fucking cheapness and fucking miserliness and being a tightwad with your fucking money. And you try to tap into that. You try to tap into their fucking tightwadness and their cheapness and whatever, their greed. You could say to a fucking person, like when I was doing home remodeling, so I'm trying to, convince people to let the sales guy in the fucking door, right? For basement remodeling, I would say, like, that you would try to sell basement remodeling. You have to be like, I don't know what the fuck. You'd have to basically try to sell them on their own fucking greed, because that's what you do basement remodeling for, right? To amp the value of your fucking house, to make it fucking more valuable. You do some basement remodeling to make it, so you can sell your house at a higher price, and you try to tap into that fucking greed of the homeowner. You'd say, listen, well, they say basement remodeling is about 150% recovery cost. So once you put the basement in, you get like 150% of your fucking original investment. It's like doubling your fucking money practically, right? You put a basement in there, it fucking raises the fucking value of your house 2 times over, right? See how you tap into that fucking greed of somebody? You basically just, kind of conning them. That's what con men do. They try to tap into that fucking greed of somebody. You heard of that lottery ticket scam? I forgot. There's some kind of lottery ticket scam where they fucking they try to like sell you a fucking fake lottery ticket, right? Or it's some kind of like botched ticket, where like the con artist, he has like this ticket, and it looks like yesterday's winning numbers or some shit, and he comes up to you and he says, well, you know what, I'm running out of fucking time. I can't cash this fucking ticket right now. Guess what? I'll give you the fucking ticket. Just give me $50, and you win $100 right now. If you go in there and cash the ticket, you win $100. If you give me $50 right now, you'll fucking you'll double your money, right? They try to tap into that fucking greed. You think, wow, I can give this guy $50 and I get $100 back. It's like I'm doubling my money fucking back. I'm getting my fucking money back plus another 100%. So you do it if you're stupid enough. I'm not sure how that that scam works, but that's basically the gist of it. It's a fake bogus ticket. You give them the fucking money in hopes that you get more fucking money. You know, you triple your investment or your fucking whatever, your stupidity. Fucking, how many minutes am I got? 35. See, I feel better now. Bitter cunt, female castration. Oh, God, I'm such a fucking... Oh, fuck. Bitter cunt, female castration. Oh, God, I just feel like just fucking slap. I just feel like beating myself with a fucking bat to a bloody pulp. I'm so depressing, man. I'm so fucking antagonistic, man. So bitter. That's right. I'm a bitter cunt. I don't know. Male infighting. Yeah, you know, how you never notice how male men fucking fight with each other? Especially on the internet. They talk all that shit. And eventually they reach some point where it turns into like some kind of bro love. You kiss and make up after you fucking call each other all kinds of faggots and motherfuckers and pieces of shit. Eventually it all evolves into some weird kind of like fucking like quasi homo fucking like male fucking frat or not male I don't know what it is, kinship or some shit, man. It's weird how it turns out. It always evolves into that shit, doesn't it? I don't know. Bitter cunt, female castration. I don't know. Toilet paper pyramid. Yeah, you know how you wipe your ass. Sometimes you use so much toilet paper the toilet paper it doesn't get soaked into the fucking water. You start building like a little mountain, like a little island of toilet paper on top of the fucking water, you know. And you know it's all shitty and shit. And you keep doing it till it reaches like it turns into like a pyramid of like shitty toilet paper, of used toilet paper with all the shit fucking clumps on it and shit. You know, and then eventually you feel like you built such a high fucking toilet paper pyramid on the fucking water that you feel like the toilet paper will start to like tickle your fucking asshole and shit, right? I don't know why I'm talking about this. It's pointlessness. Pointlessness of art, see? Shit. I don't know why. I'm just struggling to get through this shit. I don't know what made us because I'm tired. I don't fucking know. Alright. Female castration. Yeah, women want to castrate men. Women want to try to... I think every woman out there would love to fucking castrate at least one man. Because they got those issues, man, right? They always want to fucking de-ball us and shit. You know, free us from our testicles, you know. What they would do with them, who fucking knows? What the fuck is that female castration shit? I forgot there's some kind of word for that. Whipped? I don't know. Cuckold? Not cuckold. Whatever, I can't think of the word. I don't know, I guess that's it. Getting sick of it. I don't know. I'm full of frustration. I'm so full of frustration right now, I don't even feel like talking about my issues right now. That's how frustrated I am. You know, if I don't got these topics, I I have nothing actually to say. Yeah, whatever. Good luck dying.